The silence before the storm is thick and almost palpable, as if time itself is filled with silent anticipation and held breath. At this very moment, Archangel Michael's powerful voice reveals that there is a woman you believed to be an ally. She received your affection and trust, yet now she is walking determinedly toward a court where she will present documents capable of silencing your voice and erasing your history. This message is not just a warning, but also a spiritual call for you to connect with divine protection, because what is to come is much greater than it appears. What seems to be a simple legal process is actually a spiritual battlefield. The deception embedded in these pages contains not only distorted words, but also the intention to erase years of your journey, your experiences, and the truth known only to your soul. This betrayal weighs heavily because it did not come from a stranger, but from someone who was once like a sister, a friend with whom you shared secrets, moments, and unbreakable loyalties. However, this woman quietly orchestrated a plan fueled by resentment and envy that you did not notice until the ground began to shake beneath your feet. There is a lot of heated tension behind the scenes, veiled conversations in confidential tones, secret meetings, and quickly deleted words from digital devices. All of this is a prelude to an act that aims to silence your voice, truth, and story. The anxiety tightening your chest and the restlessness taking over your mind are linked to an urgent spiritual call, a summons for you to take a stand, not in fear, but in a light that will never be silenced. Time may seem short, just minutes or seconds, but a signature can change the course of your path in the blink of an eye. As you read this message, feel the presence of Archangel Michael at your side with his unsheathed sword of light to protect your integrity. He reveals that the scope of this conflict goes far beyond what human eyes can see, because the court where this woman will act is made not only of walls and judges, but also of spiritual dimensions where truth is inviolable. Do not be fooled by your adversary's apparent serenity. Her smile hides lies and fear. Before continuing, write in the comments, "I am protected by the light of Archangel Michael." Allow this phrase to envelop your spirit in a powerful shield that creates a magnetic field, repelling any adverse energy. This invisible seal will strengthen your connection with the angels and help you make clear decisions. The web she weaves is surrounded by manipulation, supported silently by other presences that set gears of control and lies in motion. She wants not only to win a legitimate battle, but also to silence you forever and make your voice and impact disappear. However, Archangel Michael assures you that nothing she plans is stronger than your soul. The papers she holds are fragile compared to the solid truth you carry within. They contain falsehoods, but not even the darkest ink can block the light you have struggled to achieve. This atmosphere of tension is accompanied by a slight discomfort that many feel but few understand, a nameless restlessness and commotion in the soul that seems out of place in everyday life. This invisible effect is spiritual preparation at work. Archangel Michael reminds you that you are being chosen to demonstrate your inner strength and exercise your inner justice in order to actively participate in your liberation. Pay attention to the subtle signs around you because they are not mere coincidences. They are alerts from the universe to help you avoid being caught off guard. Now write in the comments, "My energy is sacred, and no evil has power over me." This phrase acts as an emotional shield, preparing you for the next steps and strengthening your energy field so that no shadow can overcome the light surrounding you. Feeling this protection will comfort your soul and make a difference on your journey. Despite this woman's apparent strength, there are clear signs of her internal weakness, sleepless nights, inner dilemmas, and the feeling that everything is about to fall apart with no way to stop it. She may appear confident, but her soul trembles like a leaf in a storm. Archangel Michael reveals that angels have begun protecting her path and monitoring her every move so that justice prevails. You are not alone. Even though the steps ahead seem lonely, know that heavenly energies surround you. Your story, which you try to erase, is being preserved and strengthened in invisible records sealed by divine light. These records are untouchable by false signatures and manipulated words. Where there is true light, shadows cannot remain. Write in the comments, "I am guided, protected, and strengthened by the angels of good." Let this statement vibrate through your energy field to create a network of invisible, protective forces that work tirelessly for your well-being and against those who seek to harm you. Even if the situation seems challenging and overwhelming, remember that time is on your side. Archangel Michael confirms that this battle reveals a greater moment, a victory that depends not on what is printed on paper, but on what has been carved in the heavens since before your existence. If you found value in this message from Archangel Michael, please support the channel by leaving a thank you. This simple and meaningful gesture strengthens this current of light, allowing it to reach and help more people who, like you, seek strength to move forward. We are deeply grateful for your presence here. Feel yourself enveloped by light and the protection of angels. Know that your truth will never be ignored or silenced. Even in the face of today's confrontation, your journey is safeguarded by those who see beyond what human eyes can perceive. Stand firm because your soul is greater than ink, signatures and plans driven by falsehood. Your light is immortal. The feeling that something urgent is happening intensifies little by little. Archangel Michael watches your every step and acts fervently to protect you from this dark game unfolding in your direction. The woman you once let into your life, who shared your dreams and strength, now holds an instrument of silence in her hands. Cold documents loaded with ink, disloyalty, and poisonous intentions. These papers are a trap and a distorted reflection of your experiences. They are written to silence you and control your story. But most people don't realize that this battle isn't only taking place on the physical, legal, or social plane. The real battlefield is spiritual, where the energies of truth and lies collide with an intensity that defies comprehension. Archangel Michael reveals that there is an invisible court where your essence has already been recognized as authentic and is being defended by heavenly guardians. They watch this woman's every move. She continues to believe she is in control, but is trapped in a much larger web than she can reach. As you read these words, allow yourself to feel Archangel Michael's firm and protective presence around you. Surround yourself with this field of light and safety because you are at a turning point. If you have felt uneasy, experiencing pressure in your chest, a chill running down your spine, or an uncomfortable silence, none of this is an accident. It is a call for your spirit to strengthen and remain vigilant. Time is short. You have only a moment to take a stand. The answer lies in the strength that emerges from within you and your connection with the divine. It is time to declare your protection. Write in the comments, "No evil can reach me, for I am protected by the light of the angels." By doing so, you create your personal shield and send out a wave of protection surrounding everyone listening to this message. This seal will protect your aura, making it difficult for negative energies fueled by envy and dark intentions to approach. The woman about to sign the papers is not alone in this situation. Dark influences lead her through the corridors of manipulation. She is a pawn in a bigger game driven by pride and desires beyond her control. She does not easily accept this truth, but her conscience does not abandon her. Despite trying to disguise her anguish with apparent confidence, something inside her is falling apart. Archangel Michael confirms that she knows deep down that she is crossing an irreversible line. This battle is not new, even though the approaching act seems new. The shadows have been trying to destabilize her for a long time, but the protection she has received is proportional to her journey. The heavenly guardians never rest, shaping invisible behaviors that disarm lies and reveal truths, even when they are imprisoned by false words on the pages of documents. Stay strong on your path because the force that drives your truth depends not on the conditions around you, but on the light your spirit keeps burning. Extend this network of light. Write in the comments, "I now activate my spiritual protection shield." This mantra will strengthen your field and activate the forces that will undo every trick against you. Use these words as a source of energy for your body, mind, and soul because, from this point forward, what was once silent will reveal itself as resounding truth. The instability surrounding your space shows the reaction of those acting against you. Allies lose conviction, conversations become tense, and excuses pile up. The veil protecting the manipulations is torn in the presence of a light that will never go out. Archangel Michael reminds us that not every fall is a sign of weakness. Some are the necessary beginning of powerful reconstruction in the invisible realm. You may not see the spiritual battle underway, but you can feel its effects in the intensity of emotional charges, the oscillation of energy around you, and the facts that begin to unfold and break down traps. The universe is at work. The divine is reorganizing the pieces of your story so that the truth may prevail and you may take your rightful place, far from any silencing or manipulation. If this message resonates with you and you feel that these mantras strengthen your spirit, please share with us which mantra has brought you the most relief or empowerment. Your story will be welcomed and may guide other souls who are struggling with their own challenges. In this way, we form a community of faith, protection, and profound transformation. If along the way you feel that this channel becomes a bridge to these forces and revelations, supporting us with a thank you can be an act of love that keeps this mission alive. This gesture transforms individual light into a collective movement, allowing more people to receive the healing and strengthening energy. We are immensely grateful that you are sharing this space with us. Though the struggle may seem arduous and the future uncertain, Archangel Michael declares that the light igniting your spirit is stronger than any darkness trying to impose itself. Now is the time to act with faith and clarity, supported by a tireless army that protects your essence and ensures your truth is never erased. Your spiritual victory is underway, invisible to the eye, yet powerful in its manifestation. Remain steadfast and aligned with the protection offered by heaven, and the clear thought that this battle is only one chapter in your journey of light. Write in the comments, "I am at peace. I am in the light. I am protected." Let these words echo within you, dissolving all doubt and fear. This is your moment of spiritual rebirth. When the spiritual clocks strike the hour, a deep silence falls, separating those who merely watch from those who live the true inner battle. Archangel Michael becomes more present, awakening your courage to face the shadows trying to take over. You may feel restless, as if you no longer belong in a place where lies flourish. This growing discomfort is a sign that your angels are positioning you anew, removing you from the path of deception so you can rise above any attempt to silence you. The scene remains tense. The woman, guided by influences disguised as allies, believes she controls the next steps. However, all manipulation has its limits. There is an energy silently beginning to turn the tables. Conversations that were once secrets are becoming a source of mistrust among her former supporters, and friendships based on falsehoods are beginning to crumble. It's impossible to manipulate everyone's perception forever. There comes a time when even the most rehearsed words betray intention. Archangel Michael reminds us that the eyes of heaven see beyond masks, and no hidden intention can withstand the truth decreed in the divine plan. At that moment, take a deep breath and write in the comments, "The light that guides me is stronger than any darkness." This statement seals your field of protection and allows the truth to find shelter in your heart. Allow this mantra to resonate within you and everyone who needs hope in the face of injustice. This is how a current is formed, and no darkness can pass through a current of light. Make silence not a weakness, but a shelter of strength. Enduring in silence does not mean condoning evil. It means waiting for the right moment to act, driven by the courage that only time can bring. Archangel Michael clarifies that every word you don't say now is written in an eternal record that will serve as unquestionable proof when the light finally dispels all shadows. Women may try to control their environment, but they will be surprised when old allies begin to question them, and the evidence they tried to hide is revealed by people who feel the weight of the truth and can no longer remain silent. Your energy changes environments. You are the breaking point in this cycle of injustice that has been imposed on you by others. Instead of seeking revenge, you exemplify greatness. You stand tall with your eyes on the horizon and a clean soul, cultivating feelings of peace and forgiveness. While the human court is distracted by arguments and paperwork, the heavenly court focuses on matters of the heart. Archangel Michael reminds you that it is not the pitch, but the purity of the vibration that determines the ultimate winner. In the comments, share how you have transformed situations of injustice in your life, or how you have felt the presence of angels in delicate moments. Your stories can inspire thousands of others seeking light in the storm. If you feel it in your heart, It is time once again to support this mission of spreading true, healing messages. Your thank you is the seed that transforms. Don't hesitate to join this movement of light. Miguel also points out that those who testify on your behalf have already been touched by the truth, even if it took them a while to recognize it. An invisible gaze or a word spoken at an unlikely moment can begin the process of reversing the situation. Even if they try to delay or create obstacles, it's all part of an unstoppable flow. You were forged in the fire of suffering, yet you were also anointed with compassion. This mixture of pain and dignity places you above the temptations of resentment and retaliation. In this cycle, insecurity does not belong to you. It belongs to your adversary who, despite trying to maintain appearances, begins to feel the weight of their actions coming back against them. Archangel Michael warns that when the truth is revealed, there won't be enough space for all the stories of love, courage, and restoration. Seal this moment by writing in the comments, "I receive the light, peace, and protection that are rightfully mine." Feel this grace working in your story, clearing the traces of the past and paving the way for new beginnings. Welcome to this new stage where light reigns, peace is established, and justice finally flourishes in place of chaos. Feel the invisible embrace of Archangel Michael in every word, and may your journey continue ever stronger, honored and revered by the truth, unique and incomparable. The invisible court settles into the environment like a dense, expectant curtain of energy. With each step, it becomes clearer that this episode goes far beyond papers and testimonies. It is a collision of enlightened forces and persistent shadows. Archangel Michael hovers vigilantly, revealing through the synchronicity of each event that nothing goes unnoticed by the eyes above. The scenario that seemed dominated by manipulation begins to unravel. The voices that once echoed lies no longer sound so confident. The glances that once despised her pain now discreetly seek silence's shelter. Her carefully cultivated silence in moments of extreme tension makes more noise in invisible dimensions than any shouted argument. The universe provides clear signs of reversal. The hesitant witness unexpectedly comes forward. Distorted documents prove fragile in the light of purity, and feelings of guilt replace the arrogant certainties of those who plotted in the shadows. This all happens because truth has a destabilizing power over structures built on lies, no matter how solid they may seem. Archangel Michael mentally reviews every detail of the farce with his flaming sword of justice, bringing to light facts that no one has been able to manipulate. The more the adversary tries to sustain their narrative, the more they falter. Their voice trembles, their gaze cannot withstand the truth, and their body betrays what no document could ever reveal. This wave of unrest grows stronger, also resonating among those who supported the adversary. Some already feel the weight of doubt, others begin to distance themselves, fearing consequences that escape any rational planning. Make this moment a portal. Write in the comments, "My heart is light and no evil can resist this vibration." Feel the energy circulating through your soul like a shining beacon that dispels all doubt. This will strengthen not only your story but also the trajectory of the entire community that shares this silent, profound battle. In this new stage of the process, every word you utter, even the unspoken ones, carries the weight of a decree. What is manifesting now are not just facts. It is the moral force of your journey and the certainty that you were on the right path even when you suffered injustices or were discredited. Archangel Michael makes it clear that true justice is deep recognition and healing activated at the right moment. If, at this point, you feel a desire to support the stream of light coming through this channel, click "Thank you very much." Your gesture transcends material support. It paves the way for these words to reach more people in need of meaning, clarity, and spiritual security amid challenging conflicts. Thank you for walking this journey with us in communion and trust. Thus, the energy around you begins to change. The environment that once seemed suffocating becomes lighter, even though the struggle is not over. The universe is adjusting frequencies and guiding everyone to their rightful place. Those who lied must confront their conscience. Those who remained silent must find courage. And those who slaughtered must experience absolute disarmament. Above all, it is an invitation to rebirth. Here, Archangel Michael offers you not only a shield but also the sword with which you can rewrite and defend your own story. If you feel in your heart that this is your moment of liberation as well, write in the comments, "I now activate my spiritual protection shield." May your words join the many others written in this sacred space, transforming the energy of this invisible court into a stage for new beginnings. Nothing plotted in the shadows will remain. The movement from above has already begun, and with each small revelation of the truth, victory draws nearer. You won't need to raise your voice to be heard. Spirituality will ensure your essence resonates when heavenly justice acts. Stand firm in active silence with the confident gaze of one who has already won. Because where there is a heart aligned with the light, no court in the world can erase the truth of your essence. The unfolding of events brings a turning point energy that crosses time and space, paving the way for light's direct intervention in destiny's theater. Archangel Michael is making his presence clearer, not just as a distant protector, but as an active force guiding every decisive moment in your favor. As the invisible court reveals who belongs where on this chessboard, new pieces move, and those who once seemed indestructible begin to show deep cracks in their positions. The scene transforms. Exchanged glances carry doubt, former allies take steps backward, and the truth finds expression in the silence between the lines. The woman, once so sure of victory, realizes the weight of her own deception. Her attempts to maintain a mask of self-confidence are betrayed by her hesitant gestures, her gaze shying away from confrontation, and her anxiety dissolving with each sigh. Archangel Michael tirelessly works the details, bringing forgotten facts to light and moving hearts, so that unexpected testimonies emerge. That testimony and hidden information finally glue together the fragments that make up the real picture. The spiritual court is more attentive than ever and preparing to reveal what has been hidden for so long. Before we move on, write in the comments, "Where light dwells, no shadow remains." This mantra calls for protection and confirms that your energy vibrates at a high frequency, expelling all attempts at manipulation and lies. If you feel the power of these words, allow them to become a shield on your journey. The environment becomes a stage for revelation. Small flaws in documents, contradictions in statements, and contradictory details will emerge at the perfect moment. Those watching from the outside sense the heavy atmosphere, as if something just and right were about to happen. Ever present, Archangel Michael guides this movement of exposure with no noise or humiliation, only with the inexorable force of truth that can no longer be silenced. While some of those who plotted against the woman move away, driven by discomfort, others approach you, not out of sudden compassion, but out of a subtle recognition of your truth and a sincere desire to free themselves from the burden they have carried for so long. In this exchange, forgiveness is a gesture of greatness and detachment. Protecting your peace is the real trophy of spiritual justice won. Archangel Michael reinforces this idea. I am protected by invisible forces working in my favor. Write this mantra and feel the protection expand once more. With each clarification, the wall of lies crumbles a little more. No matter how hard the adversary tries to recover, she no longer has the control she thought she had. A sense of justice passes through the environment, subtle and almost imperceptible, yet everyone present feels it. A collective movement begins as small gestures of support emerge, silently recognizing the moment to unite and welcome justice. If this message resonates with your story, share it here. Your testimony can heal more people than you can imagine. Tell us how you felt, what changed, and what you learned. This space belongs to anyone seeking light on their life's journey. Archangel Michael whispers that the outcome is near, not as the end of a soap opera, but as the beginning of a new cycle in which truth is the main character. May you feel justice served, your burden lifted, and your heart cleansed. Keep commenting to strengthen your faith and your community. Remember that every battle won with dignity leaves a legacy for future generations. Be proud of the path you have taken, because when the light shines, no shadow remains. The atmosphere is charged with a distinct, almost palpable energy that precedes a major turning point in your spiritual and emotional journey. Archangel Michael acts directly in the field of invisible forces, bringing heavenly armor to defend your history, your name, and your justice with his imposing and luminous presence. This moment is not just an ordinary passage. It is the culmination of a process of exposure and restoration that transcends human understanding and delves into the depths of spirituality. The woman who once seemed secure and in control of her roles now feels the weight of an invisible court watching her, a court where lies don't prevail and authenticity is paramount. Archangel Michael reveals that this battle is a confrontation between light and shadow, as well as truth and manipulation. While the human court relies on methods, words, and appearances, the heavenly court operates differently. It sees intentions, hidden feelings, and all the subtleties that humans cannot decipher. Thus, even if the adversary tries to exert control through documents and rehearsed speeches, the cracks in her charade will begin to show. No matter how calm her voice seems, it will tremble before the power of the truth that emerges with the angel's help. Feel the power emanating from this angelic presence now. Please write in the comments, "The presence of angels surrounds and protects me in all ways." This mantra seals your energy field, creating a protective cloak that prevents any malicious action from touching your essence. Every word you write strengthens not only yourself, but also everyone who shares this journey of faith and protection. As the pieces on the spiritual board move, silent witnesses who once hesitated begin to find the courage to share uplifting information. Archangel Michael points out that those who remained neutral or complicit will feel an inner calling, an urgency that cannot be ignored. Divine justice is preparing the ground for a turnaround where nothing done in secret will remain hidden. The energy around you transforms, and your adversary's small hesitations begin to echo loudly, at a frequency that only the spiritual can pick up. It's important to understand that this battle is internal as well. It is an opportunity to reaffirm your connection with the light, recognize your strength and courage, and feel self-love expand, empowering you to persevere through storms. Archangel Michael emphasizes that you should not fear because you are supported by a heavenly army that thwarts the plans of those trying to silence you. Every step you take, even the timidest, is protected and guided by this invisible light. Before continuing, write in the comments, "The light that guides me is stronger than any darkness." Let this phrase fuel your resistance and serve as a shield against subtle attacks disguised as friendly words or gestures. Feel this vibration penetrate every cell, regain your place of power, and transform it into vibrant hope. Those threatening documents will begin to lose their power, because nothing can rival the truth inscribed in your core. Even if your adversary remains in court trying to validate their version, spiritual justice is already at work, and their efforts will be in vain. Archangel Michael affirms that the signature of betrayal will be exposed and the charade dismantled. Victory will be granted to what is just. No ink or paper can erase your eternal story. If this message has awakened feelings of relief, hope, or strength within you, please share your experience in the comments. Hearing the stories of others and sharing your own is a fundamental part of this collective process of healing and protection. If you would like to support this current of light and spiritual protection, please click "Thank you." This gesture helps keep this channel alive so more people can receive words of comfort and strength in times of trial. Archangel Michael reinforces that your destiny is untouchable. A new chapter is being written now with divine ink, and you are being lifted beyond situations that seemed overwhelming. Stand firm and remain connected to the justice that transcends matter. Know that victory is yours, not only for what will be spoken in the world, but also for what has already been decided in the spiritual realms. Your journey is sacred and protected, and Archangel Michael's presence is your guarantee. He defends, shelters, and guides you. Walk confidently in this light, for nothing can erase the strength you embody. Remain at peace, surrounded by angelic protection, and prepare for what is yet to be revealed, knowing that justice is already in motion. Your voice will be heard, your truth will be recognized, and above all, your essence will be honored in a way only the heavens can ensure. Close this cycle by writing in the comments, "I am at peace. I am in the light. I am protected." May this energy surround and strengthen you to move forward, increasingly radiant and protected. The epilogue of this spiritual journey echoes not only within the walls of a courtroom or in the lines of a document, but first, in the renewing silence of your soul. Archangel Michael is by your side, celebrating every transformation and victory. It was not just a battle won. It was the rebirth of your strength, voice, and purpose. What began as a threat is now a distant memory, dissolved by the light that fills your being. No signature or distorted account has any power over what is eternally protected on the divine plane. The spiritual court closes its proceedings with justice served. False alliances fall apart. Those who collaborated with the shadow feel regret. Even those who wrote the papers feel the weight of the truth reverberate in their hearts. Gradually, those who once doubted you recognize, perhaps belatedly, the value of your authenticity. Archangel Michael reveals that he not only watched over you, but also interceded for all who participated in this episode indirectly, to awaken awareness, humility, and above all, new choices sustained by light. This ending is not empty. It is an invitation to a new cycle where peace guides your steps, and heavenly protection opens doors where there were once walls. You now understand that everything that tried to stifle your journey only strengthened your ability to rebuild, inspire, and unite with others on this quest for clarity and justice. Make this moment a consecration. Write in the comments, "Truth, light, and protection accompany me every day." Feel the warmth of these words and accept a lasting blessing for each new chapter of your life. Archangel Michael whispers that the true celebration is not one of revenge, but of restoration. Looking back, you realize that every tear had its purpose, and that every challenge served as an impetus for you to access dormant courage. Every attempt to silence you has expanded your voice and story, giving them an immortal dimension that echoes as a testimony of faith and overcoming for all who cross your path, here and now. This is your call to action. Make your presence known in this space. Leave your story. Tell us how this message helped you. Share the insights you gained and how the community's welcome made a difference. Share your story because every word sown here feeds the fertile soil of hope, learning, and collective transformation. Remember, this channel brings together people walking in search of light, victory, and rebirth in unlikely moments. Before closing, if you found this content touching and believe that others can find relief, strength, and protection here, subscribe to the channel. Only those who are part of this journey understand the value of a welcoming gesture. So accept this warm embrace from the community. Feel like you belong here, no matter what has happened in your life. Here, every life is celebrated and every story is a source of inspiration. Your support is vital, so if you feel so inclined, click "Thank you very much." This energy of gratitude circulates and returns multiplied, allowing us to continue delivering messages that nourish, welcome, and empower those in need. Be a protagonist in this movement of light. Nothing can silence those who make truth their home. You emerged from this battle stronger, more awake, and ready to claim your rightful place. May Archangel Michael continue to guide your steps, protect your essence, and calm your doubts. Move forward knowing that this chain does not end here. It is renewed with every share, every word, and every choice to remain faithful to your purest self. The light always prevails, and you are reborn daily under the angel's blessings.